viewers, so this week's lick is a nice lick to get your teeth into if you're using shape 1 and shape 2 of the pentatonics primarily, and adding in that 11th fret, the kind of magical note within the pentatonics. You can bend the semitone, you can roll from the 11th fret up to the 12th fret, you can just pick them separately, slide in and out of them. Great use of that kind of natural minor scale coming into a pentatonic without adding too much. If you do like this lick, please do consider sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell button for all future notifications, and going to the end of the video for the small snippet version of the jamming track, or the large version. The full version can be found on my Patreon page, which is all linked below, along with the tab, again linked below on my website. It's all free apart from the Patreon. You've got to subscribe to a tier system, I'm afraid, but it's well worth it. There's so many great jamming tracks on that. Just please give it a visit and see what you think. Yeah, that's it. Let's do the breakdown coming up now. So the breakdown of this one goes like this for you. It's fairly straightforward as far as what you're using. It's shape 2 of the pentatonics to start off with, apart from we're using this 11th fret. This is kind of like the key or the magic note from the pentatonics that you want to add into this, where we're using that semitone movement or a semitone bend coming in from that 11th fret first string. So essentially it's just pentatonic shape 1 and pentatonic shape 2, with that 11th fret thrown in there just to keep that flavour flowing. So it starts off with a swift 4-note run, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the 12, 14 on the second string, 11 and 12 on the first string. So add the vibrato if you can on that 12th fret, back to the 11, so that's semitone on this one, on that first string. Then you're going to change fingers, so you're moving from your first finger to that third finger for a semitone bend. So it's the same thing again, using those two notes, but you're bending that 11th fret now. So that's your bit coming up, which is... Okay, so that's going to be the bend 11th fret, back down to the 11th on that static, going to the 9, 12 on the second string, and then as you pick that, you're going to leave it where it is for a second, and then bend it full tone with vibrato on the top of it. So you've got the choice of whether to bend it up and let it down, or bend it up, bring it down, and then strike it on that 11th fret. You're cool. Then you've got a little section which goes, which again is just pentatonic, but you're bringing in that 11th fret on the first string. So it's kind of like a magic note within the pentatonic. You can use it so much and it sounds great. So you've got the 9 on the first string, pull off from 12 to 9 second string, then it's a bend on the 11th fret on the third string, going to 9 second, 9 first, 9 second. Notice I'm rolling the finger across, and then it's a bend from the 11th fret, again semitone, bend it up, let it down, back to the 9 on that first string, and then 12, 9, 11, 9, coming down the pentatonic now, 11 on the fourth string, and then a quick hammer on the beat hammer, so a grace note from the 9th fret, which is the grace note, onto that 11th fret with a hammer on, with vibrato to finish. And obviously you can go wherever you want after that. Try and play it along with the jamming track, which is coming up at the end, but for now, here is me again at the end. So it's a cool lick in many ways, not only because it just uses shapes 1 and 2 of the pentatonics, which most people seem to learn. It's just that extra note added in, that 11th fret of the natural minor scale on the first string, adds so much flavour to what could be a standard pentatonic lick. So use those and use them well, and they sound amazing. So they spruce up and spice up your playing. Something just, yes, absolutely lovely. Yeah, anyway, if you do like it, please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell button for all those notifications that come in the future, and visit the Patreon page for the jamming track in full. The smaller version, the snippet of it, is coming up in just a second at the end of the video, and that's basically it, isn't it? So the website's on the it's linked below. The website is definitely linked below, so go and visit that for your free tab. Nice. Right, see you next week. Laters everyone, bye.
Bye.